Listen, I want you to put your hands together for a new up-and-comer. She is awesome. She's funny. Okay? So I want you guys to show her some love. The reason for Bigfoot sightings, put your hands together for a very now good friend of mine, Sam Key!
She grew up in the city in a little subdivision. Her daddy wore a tie, mama never tried a chicken.
Whoa, you're short. How do you do this? Oh, there we go. Alright, I'm Sam, and I'm blonde.
No!
And sometimes I am blonde, but I'm smart, and I really hate when people think I'm naive. Even my own father thinks I'm naive. Like, I wasn't allowed to fill my own gas tank for 2 months after I got my license. So this one time, I'm driving in the car with my dad, and I'm like, hey Dad, there's a gas station. Maybe it's about time I learned to put gas in my own car. And he's like, okay. I'm like, okay. So I pull in, I get out, I slide my car, I put the thing in the thing. And I'm like, now what? He goes, you see that handle right there? Well, you pull it up, the numbers will start to go, and that means you're putting gas in the car. Okay? He's like, put in $20. Okay. Hey, I'm filling gas. It is hot when girls do this, right? Boom! $20.14. I thought I did pretty awesome, but my dad's like, Samantha, I told you to put in $20. And I'm like, it doesn't stop on a dime, Dad. More like 14 cents. And he goes, 14 cents, my point exactly. I said put in $20. I said, well, what do you want me to do, Dad? He says, take it out. How do I do that? He says, well, you see that handle that you pulled out to put the gas in? You push it the other way to take it out. So I'm pushing and pushing and nothing's happening. And I'm like, you know what, Dad? I'll just give you 14 cents so we can get back in the car. We gotta go. I wasn't about to look like an idiot in front of my dad just because that particular gas pump happened to be broken. Have you ever said something that you really shouldn't have? I mean something really bad. This one time, I went up to my boss at work and I was like, hey Lee, would you talk to me if I look like this? He goes, yes, Sam. I said, really, Lee? You wouldn't talk to me if I looked like this. He goes, yes, Sam. My son has a lazy eye. My bad. I work at a grocery store and we sell the weirdest things, like seasoned firewood. Does that mean it tastes good? I'm a courtesy clerk and I try and be a good employee. So if you come through my line and you're loud, I'll be like paper and plastic. And if you're quiet, I'll be like paper and plastic. And if you're on the phone, I'll be like... This one time, this Indian woman came through my line, and I mean, she was legit Indian. She had the dot and everything. When I look at Indians, I think of a map. You are here. She was legit Indian. So she comes through my line, and I'm like, paper or plastic? My bad. And that's not even the funny part. She's like, can I have paper, please? And I'm like, okay. To all you Indians in the audience, don't be offended. I love Indians. You guys have great food. I mean, it's really convenient. And you guys make my all-time favorite drink. I mean, you guys have really perfected the Slurpee. Working at a grocery store, we have to entertain ourselves somehow. So we play this game. It's called Who's Your Neighbor? So how you play is you judge a person based on what kind of things they buy. So here we go. Who's your neighbor? If a woman comes to the line and she has a big fat diamond wedding ring on, a boob job, and is buying depends adult diapers, and has a prescription for happy pills? Anybody? Someone who married for money. All right, next one. Who's your neighbor if someone comes through the line with 10 TV dinners and is so broke they can only afford 2, forcing us to take 8 back to put on the shelf? My ex-boyfriend get with the game. Okay, last one. Who's your neighbor if a guy comes through the line, he has duct tape, a dog collar, and sleeping pills? I don't know, but we definitely don't help him out to his car.